on right now. So you should just have on your screen right now a slide that shows you the date of the annual meeting. And we will be running those for you. So at this point, nothing is viewing except for that one screen, and we're going to begin, I think, right now. So again, let me introduce myself. I'm Dr. Melinda Tejada. I'm the chair of the AID board, and this is our first annual, or our first virtual, and I hope last virtual annual meeting. So please bear with us as we go through the technology and try this out. I think it's going to work nicely. So my first action is to call this meeting to order. And I would like to have the approval, a motion for the approval of the 2019 annual meeting minutes. Is there a motion?
Moved, Jim Gould.
Thank you, Jim. And do I hear a second?
Matt Brett, seconds.
Okay, Matt, thank you for your second. And at this point, we'll have, I'll call for a vote. All in favor of accepting the annual meetings, please say aye.
Aye.
Hearing no objections or abstentions, those minutes are approved. At this time, I would like to do an introduction of some of our members, both for our new and returning board member election. So everyone that you see listed is a member of our board. And I apologize for any noise in the background. I'm at my house, like many of you, and there's sometimes some distracting noise in the background. So please excuse that. So you can see Merritt and Greg, we welcome you as new board members. And out there, any other returning board members, if you're there, just please acknowledge.
Jim Gould.
Greg Long.
Matt Brett.
Inez Polito.
Melinda, can you hear me? This is Tony.
Yes, Tony.
I cannot get my camera to work, but I'm on. I finally got on.
Oh, good. Okay. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I don't know if I can help you, but I'm sure there's someone who can, and they'll try to be maybe contact you to be helpful.
Melinda,
So,
my settings say webcams are not available. So
That's what
right, so
mine
we're not
says
able to
too.
see each other. What we're seeing on the screen, we're all should be seeing the new and returning board member election. So you'll notice that Greg Long and Merritt are new board members, but being re-elected are Dr. Timothy Brown, myself, Inez, James, Jim Gould, and Cliff Klotz. So I need a motion to continue with the election.
Diana Law moves.
Great. And is there a second?
Second.
Okay, all in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
And hearing any opposed oppositions? Hearing none, then those are elected. That is the only picture anybody's going to get since the cameras are muted. But that is a picture from last year. And I'm happy to say that if people could put their speakers on mute, that might help right now for the background noise. Anyhow, I'm happy to say that we are all returning with the exception of Dan. And Dan has been with us since July of 2011, and we are really sorry that he's not able to join us, but we appreciate all the support he's given us through those years. That is quite a length of service. So, Dan, I don't know if you're out there somewhere, but please know that we've appreciated everything that you have done for us. The previous slide, I also should mention, are our AID Housing Board officers. And that's Walt Dwyer, and I don't know if Walt's there, and of course Dan that we just recognized, and also Matt that's here. We also have a number of directors that we want to recognize, including Karen Mackey, Rick Polton, Carolyn Russell, and Lester Sutcliffe. So again, thank you to those members. And also, I think I saw Chuck Miles on there. And yes, Chuck Miles and Carolyn Russell. So now if I can move on, let's see, we need to also introduce, I'm sorry, this is kind of going fast. I'm going to assume that we want to adjourn. So all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Aye.
Opposed? Hearing none or abstentions, we'll move on with the rest of the program. So Lori Baker will be joining us. Lori is our CEO, and she's still, well, she's been with us now, I think, almost a year and a half. It's hard to, time goes by so quickly, but she's done a great job of transitioning from a leader who had been with us for a long time into picking up an organization and moving it forward, and I might add, during a pandemic. So this is certainly a time that tries any experienced leader's skills. However, I think that it's even more a testament to her fortitude and strength and how she's managing us to lead us through a crisis where no one's quite sure where it's going to take us and what to expect. So Lori, if you will please take over this portion of our annual meeting. Thank you. Lori, I don't know if you're muted.
You can't hear. Can you hear me? Hello?
Yes, we can hear you now.
Oh gosh, sorry. I thought I was unmuted. It was green. So thank you, Melinda. I'm sorry that pause took a second. I wanted to be able to give you some brief updates and highlights about AID and what has been happening over the last year. So before all the coronavirus and all of the stay-at-home orders that we have had great work done by the AID Employment Services Department, which has helped 58 clients find community jobs within our communities across Kane and Kendall, DeKalb, McHenry, Cook, DuPage, and Will. We have continued to collaborate with many tax credit housing developers and housing authorities in order to increase the ability for the people that we serve to have affordable housing access. So we have continued to work with developers, and there have been 4 new properties that we have signed on to provide assistance to, that will be providing and building affordable housing in the AID service area. We have begun to create some CILAs for 10 new clients within the state of, or within our counties. And so those 10 new clients began being served in this fiscal year. And because we were serving new clients, we also were able to open several new homes. And so we opened 2 homes in Yorkville, 1 in Batavia, 1 in Aurora, and 1 in South Elgin. So that's exciting, to be able to offer the opportunity to more people in the communities that we serve to live where they wish to. And we operate the crisis line of the Fox Valley, and that has assisted over 99% of our clients to remain out of emergency departments and psychiatric hospitalizations. Now, much of this was accomplished before the beginning of the COVID pandemic, and I know many people that are on the meeting right now are at home in their CILAs or apartments or houses and are ready to kind of go back to life as it had been. But at this point, we have not been approved by the state of Illinois to open back up our community day services. So people are going to be in their homes for a while longer, but we are planning and working on everything that we can do in order to get people out and about in a safe way as we move forward. So look forward to hearing some information about that. On the mental health side, we have been able to create some remote work opportunities for many people that are able to provide counseling and case management and therapy through online resources like you're doing right now. So there would be a picture and the camera would be able to see you if you were the client, and then you would be able to see your counselor and be able to discuss and talk just as if you were in the same room, but be able to stay in your safe home in order to do that. So we will continue to offer those options to people on the mental health side, and we will still have the opportunity to be seen in person using face mask and social distancing, and we will all continue to work through this strange new world together. I think that is the highlights and updates that I have about AID at this moment, and we can move to the award portion of the meeting.
Yes, so the first award that I would like, or the 3 awards that we're going to start recognizing at this point, are a Community Day Services, Star Achievement, and we'll have the award recipients. So our Community Day Services Star Achievement Award from Keeler Center goes to Blake Y. Blake began AID services at Keeler Center last year. He's worked hard and made a great transition into our community day services. He's a man of many interests, including scuba diving. He's a kind, hardworking individual who lives life to his fullest. So congratulations, Blake. Our next Service Star Achievement Award from the O'Shea Center in Elgin is Luis H. Luis is a wonderful person who truly deserves recognition. He exemplifies hard work by collecting paper around the office to shred. The paper shredding is then delivered to the local animal shelter to be used for bedding. Luis is sincere and a great person to be around. Congratulations, Luis. The next person that we'd like to recognize for the Community Day Service Star Achievement Award from the Thompson Center is Joe B. Joe, too, is a hard worker who consistently helps others complete their tasks. If needed, Joe will clean up the work floor and do so with a smile on his face. Joe, I think I need you at my house. So congratulations, Joe. Our next Service Star Achievement Award, also from the Thompson Center, is Jody W. Jody is willing to work any job that is offered and ensures that the job is done correctly. Jody works well with others, and both clients and staff love seeing her radiant smile. So congratulations, Jody. Next is our Community Employment Jan Aid Star Achievement Award recipient. And that is James H. James began working for the AID Janitorial Service, Jan Aid, in 2001. Since this time, he's learned many aspects of cleaning and custodial work. James is a great independent worker and is always respectful to staffs and peers. Congratulations. Our next individual we'd like to recognize for a Star Achievement Award in the same category is Karen L. Karen has made tremendous personal growth with the help of AID staff and landed a job as a staff member in the kitchen at Aurora University. She loves her work and has made many new friends. She is eager for the school to reopen in the fall. So congratulations, Karen, and I think we are all eager for schools to open. Our next Jan Aid Star Achievement Award recipient is Benjamin I. This summer, Ben will celebrate 3 years at Dyson as a customer service representative. He recently secured housing and has also received 2 raises. Ben has made tremendous positive strides in his life thanks to his hard work, AID staff, and a strong support network. Congratulations, Ben. Next up is Kevin Q. Kevin continues to improve himself personally and professionally. In addition to his work, he volunteers by tutoring English language learners. Kevin is a very optimistic person and is excited to see all that he can achieve, and we are too. Congratulations, Kevin. Our next recipient is Liz R. Liz started as a bilingual receptionist last year at the AID Aurora Behavioral Health Office. Clients and staff always look forward to being greeted with her smiling face. Liz says that is her dream job. She does a great job, and we are all very proud of her. Thank you, Liz, for your service. Next up is our Home-Based Star Achievement Award. And the first recipient we'd like to recognize is Curtis E. Curtis maintains a positive outlook on life and has become a busy participant in his community. He happily volunteers for AID, Special Olympics, American Legion, Meals on Wheels, and many other charitable organizations. Truly a good servant leader. On top of all Curtis's volunteer work, he also works at McDonald's. Congratulations on all that hard work, Curtis. Our next recipient is Travin B. Travin worked hard this past year to build his confidence and express himself. He now is able to communicate his wants and needs to others. With help from his newfound confidence, Travin finished the school year strong and is excited to attend transition school in fall. Congratulations, Travin. Next up are our Developmental Disabilities Community Living Star Achievement Award recipients. And first, we want to recognize from South, Adam W. Adam is a friendly, social, fun-loving man with a great sense of humor. Adam deeply cares about his family and friends and has an unselfish nature and overall loving spirit. He is a shining example of how to care for others and live a positive life. Congratulations, Adam. Next, from South, we have Clifford. Oh, Clifford has shown a lot of growth with the support of his family and AID staff. He continually tries new activities and sports. He's a great snowshoeing competitor and qualified for the state meet with the Kendall County Special Olympics team. He also participates in bowling and playing baseball in the Miracle League. Congratulations, Clifford. Our next award, North, is for Brandon C. Brandon and his best friend Billy, and I bet that might be Billy next to him, recently moved into their new home. Brandon is very happy in his bachelor pad. This is also the first time he has spent significant time away from his favorite person, Mom. I think moms are always people's favorite people. He has embraced this new phase in his life with enthusiasm. Brandon enjoys playing games and performing music with the AID staff. Brandon, congratulations. Next, we have the Star Achievement Award North for Billy Y. Billy has adjusted wonderfully to residential life. He's happy to live with his best friend, Brandon, while still remaining close to his family through calls and visits. Billy took each phase of the transition in stride and is working very well with his staff. So he must be the other half of the bachelor pad. Congratulations, Billy. Next, we have our STARS Achievement Award recipients. First, we'd like to recognize from Eola Aurora, Fred G. Fred lost a beloved roommate in the late winter, but transformed that energy into helping others and doing so in his roommate's memory. He's a joy to be around, and we look forward to seeing Fred again at STARS in Aurora. Fred, we appreciate your kindness. Congratulations. Next up, from Prisco, Aurora, is Suzanne A. Suzanne recently moved into a new living arrangement in the past year and also began participating in STARS Community Day services regularly. Throughout all these life changes, Suzanne continues to be a beacon of positivity and joy. Congratulations, Suzanne. Next, we have our Behavioral Health Services Star Achievement Award recipients. And we'd first like to recognize from McHenry, Holly I. Holly's a comeback kid who overcame a lot to get back into McHenry service after a year stint in a nursing home. She deals with challenges with a positive attitude and is very dedicated to her treatment. She's constantly strengthening her coping skills and is always looking to learn more. Congratulations to you, Holly. Next, we have Sally T. from McHenry. Sally continues to make positive strides in her life. She has been adamant about staying on top of dietary recommendations from her doctors and stays positive through it all. She's working on her physical and mental health recovery, moving into the community, and becoming more independent. Good for you, and congratulations, Sally. Our next award is for Northern Kane County, and that's to Mark G. Over the past year, Mark has greatly improved in managing various challenges in his life. Mark not only addressed every objective he set for himself, but he reached his ultimate goal of getting back into the workforce. Mark put all his efforts into a real action plan that has brought him incredible success. Congratulations to you, Mark. Then, from Central Kane County, we have Lois P. Lois consistently works hard toward bettering herself each and every day. She continues to take all the right steps towards living a healthier and productive life. Lois has pushed herself to become the best version physically and mentally of herself that she can be. Our next recipient from DeKalb County is Brianda L. Brianda has shown great resiliency with a newfound ability to handle difficult stressors. She is a strong, caring, and independent individual. When Brianda knows something needs to get done, she will dedicate herself to accomplishing the task. Good for you, and congratulations, Brianda. Next, from Southern King County, is Cheryl H. And Cheryl's modeling really good behavior for this new pandemic we live in. Cheryl is a friendly and positive individual that everyone loves to be around. She's worked at Jewel Osco for over 25 years and has no plans on stopping anytime soon. She also volunteers at the local library during their annual book sales. Next, we'd like to recognize Tony B. from Kendall County. Tony was referred to AID services following his participation in Gateway's treatment program. Real recovery is a complete lifestyle change, Tony said. I'm chasing my dreams now, not my addictions, and believe in the person I want to be. On July 3rd, 2020, Tony will celebrate 1 year of sobriety. Tony is very thankful for the help of AID staff and looks forward to completing more life goals. Congratulations, Tony. That's a big one. We wish you the best. Next, from Kendall County, we have Missy B. Missy is a strong advocate for people with disabilities and people who have felt marginalized by society. Missy has had a long journey to where she is now and is proud to be living her most authentic life. And we're proud of you too, Missy. Congratulations. Next, we have our AID Employee Achievements and Recognition. And we will begin with our chair, Lori Baker. Oh, I guess I read those names. So I want to make sure that I recognize everyone here. Esther Levin, Tesfa Kasey, Hakeem Hart, Beth Swickert, John Ramos, Rebecca Nichols, Courtney Littlejohn, Natalie Horath, and Cheryl Banasiak have all received the Extra Mile Award recipient for this year. Our AID Model Award recipient for fiscal year 2020 is Bethany Young. Congratulations, Bethany.
Okay.
Such a good role model. Okay, now we will move on to our AID Service Awards. We want to thank everyone for their years of service to us, and I will pause in silence for now and give everyone a chance to read over the names of the people that are the backbone of our organization. And now our staff for 10 years of service. And we have just an amazing recognition for 15 years of service, Marisa Kelley. Thank you, Marisa. And for 20 years of service, we'll pause and let everyone read those names. And now we start getting into the really long lengths of service. So thank you everyone so much for your dedication to AID. So for 25 years of service, Janice Einhorn, who's been a DSP in residential care. Thank you, Janice. And next, for another 25 years of service, is Colette Young, manager of our Community Day and Employment Services. Thank you so much, Colette, for your dedication. And for 25 years of service, David Peterson as our Director of Information Technology. A side note, I have to say, I had David's son in my leadership class, and he was an amazing young man, just like his dad. For 25 years of service, we'd also like to recognize Kathy Sommer as a case manager for the QIDP residential. And for 35 years of service, Deborah Crump. That's an amazing amount of love you have given to AID. She too is a direct support professional residential. And for 35 years of service, Anu Katarpal, Director of Quality Improvement and Staff Development. Thank you, Anu. And almost too hard to imagine, 40 years of service to AID, Janet Cron, who's our Director of Human Resources. Janet, thank you from the bottom of our hearts. And another 40 years, which shows the real dedication that we get from our staff at AID. Roseanne Maxon, DSP Residential. And of course, we cannot go without recognizing our own Wanda Thomas, 45 years of service. Wanda has been our vice president, is our vice president of Developmental Disabilities Programs and Services. And Wanda, there are no words to thank you for all of your leadership and service to AID. Lori, did you have a few words you wanted to say?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, yay. We could not go on without giving our thanks to Wanda Thomas, who has been a major force in the development of AID over the past 45 years. That's an amazing amount of time to spend with one organization. I talked to Wanda when I first started, and she talked about how she started here as an employment specialist and would work with clients to help them find jobs in the community. Over the years, she went through a variety of positions and even had underneath her belt, when we first started providing behavioral health services, she was responsible for that along with DD services. And then she's been the vice president of Developmental Disabilities Programs and Services for some time. When I think about Wanda, I think about the heart of the organization, because she is a person who is a true social worker. I talk to people and ask for ideas about what they thought of when they thought of Wanda, and people talked about her ability and willingness to listen to all people, clients, staff, guardians, parents, her peers. That idea that she would listen to people and she would validate their feelings, and then she would say, what do you think you need to do about it? Or what do you think we should do about it? Whatever the issue or concern was, so that people had the opportunity to be a part of the solution if it was something challenging that was going on. One of her other strengths that people talked about was her communication and the way that she would communicate fairly, and I guess that goes along with listening, right? Is that you're able to then respond and communicate back to people the resolution of their issue, the answer to their question, or just a simple, heartfelt, I hear you and understand your feelings. Listening and communication go hand in hand, and she certainly is able to do that. One of our board members gave me a story about when they first met Wanda. It was when they just were joining the board and they were going through an orientation day where they went to a number of the Silla residences as well as other sites of offices and such that AID has. And it was Wanda's job to keep the visit on schedule so that people didn't get behind and were going to each location at the right time. And she did keep it under control because she was in charge and making sure that everything was flowing smoothly and happening. They mentioned the classic Wanda look, and I know that anybody who knows Wanda for any amount of time knows that look where she slides down her glasses and she looks over the top of her glasses at you with a firm look, not mean, but certainly will get you moving in the right direction if you aren't doing so in the first place. So congratulations to Wanda. It's been an amazing journey so far, and we're thankful that you have continued on with us. This has been an incredibly difficult time at AID with the many challenges that have been faced through this coronavirus pandemic, and you have been steady and true and supportive of staff and family and clients, and it is really just kind of amazing to me the amount of your life that you have put into ensuring that AID has become the amazing example that it is in the community. Thank you, Wanda, so much.
Yes, so I have a few remarks to conclude, and I think Lori does as well. I know on behalf of the board, I thank everyone for virtually attending the visit. Virtually attending our program, our annual meeting. I think this is really hard for us. I give a lot of credit to Lori and all her staff that put this together. It would have been an easy thing to just say, well, we'll take a pass this year, because it's not quite the same to not be with each other and see each other and celebrate the successes of our clients and our staff. But they really wanted to make sure everyone was honored and had their moment in the sun. And for that, I applaud them. I applaud all of you that have the patience with us for trying to get used to our new virtual reality. And thank you for attending. Lori?
Yes, I'd like to say congratulations to all of the clients on their well-deserved awards. Keep up the good work and shoot for those awards next year, where hopefully we'll be in person to be able to spend time with each other. Thank you to the amazing number of staff members who have been significant numbers of years, from 5 all the way to 45. Without you, AID would not be able to be AID. So we thank you so much for the work that you have committed to doing and have accomplished throughout the years. And with that, we'll say thank you to our board members, our staff, our clients, our friends, our guardians, our parents, everyone that has been able to join us today. Thank you for being involved in this virtual annual meeting, and we hope to be able to see you in person soon. Thank you.
Thank you. Good evening.
Thanks. Congratulations, everybody.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Congratulations, everybody. Goodbye.
Thank you.
Bye. Thank you.